permit, permit, permit.
It's an official permission to do something that would normally be not allowed. Here's a sample sentence. The city council will require a permit from anyone who wants to hold a parade in the downtown area.
Perpendicular, perpendicular, perpendicular.
This word describes two lines that meet at a right angle, like an X mark. Here is a sample sentence. The two lines on the graph were perpendicular to each other, intersecting at a 90-degree angle.
Perpetual, perpetual, perpetual.
This word means something that never ends or stops happening. It continues forever, without any break or pause. Here is a sample sentence. The perpetual sunshine in Hawaii made it the perfect destination for a winter vacation. In this sentence, perpetual means lasting or existing forever, never ending. It describes the sunny weather in Hawaii as being constant and unchanging.
Perplex, perplex, perplex.
This word means being confused or unsure about something, often because it's difficult to understand or make sense of. Here is a sample sentence. The detective was perplexed by the lack of evidence at the crime scene, which made it difficult to determine who had committed the crime. In this sentence, perplex means to be puzzled or confused, often because of conflicting information or unclear circumstances.
Persecute, persecute, persecute.
This means to treat someone unfairly or cruelly, often because of their beliefs or actions. Here is a sample sentence. The government was accused of persecuting minority groups, forcing them to flee their homes and seek refuge in other countries. In this example, persecute means to harass or mistreat someone because of their race, religion, nationality, etc., often by the authorities.
Persecution, persecution, persecution.
This is when someone or a group is treated unfairly, hurtfully, or cruelly because of their beliefs, opinions, or who they are. It's like being bullied or mistreated on purpose. Here is a sample sentence. The government's policies towards minority groups were widely criticized as an example of persecution, leading to international condemnation and sanctions. This sentence illustrates how the word persecution can be used in a real-world context to describe a situation where a group or individual is being harassed, intimidated, or oppressed by those in power.
Perseverance, perseverance, perseverance.
It's the ability to keep trying and doing something even when it gets hard or difficult. Here is a sample sentence. Her perseverance in the face of adversity, including multiple rejections and setbacks, ultimately led to her success as a published author. This sentence demonstrates how the word perseverance can be used to describe someone's ability to continue trying or persisting despite obstacles or challenges.
Persevere, persevere, persevere.
To keep going even when things get tough or difficult, and to stay strong until you reach your goal. Here is a sample sentence. After facing numerous setbacks and disappointments, she was able to persevere through her struggles and achieve her long-term goals. In this sentence, persevere means to continue trying or working hard despite difficulties or obstacles.
Persist, persist, persist.
To continue doing something, even when others might want you to stop or give up. Here is a sample sentence. The protesters continued to demonstrate outside the city hall, refusing to give up and persist in their demands for change. In this example, persist means to continue or keep doing something despite obstacles or challenges.
Persistence, persistence, persistence.
It's the quality of continuing to try or do something even when it gets difficult or hard. Here is a sample sentence. Her persistence in calling every day finally paid off when she received a response from her favorite author. In this sentence, persistence refers to the quality of continuing to try or do something despite obstacles or difficulties.
Personal, personal, personal.
This refers to things that belong or are related to an individual person, like their thoughts, feelings, or experiences. It's something unique to them and not shared with others. Here's a sample sentence. She kept her personal phone number private, only sharing it with close friends and family.
Personality, personality, personality.
It's how someone is, what makes them unique, and what they're like when you get to know them. It's their special mix of traits that make them who they are. Here is a sample sentence. Her outgoing and confident personality made her a natural leader among her peers. This sentence demonstrates how the word personality can be used to describe someone's overall character, traits, and behavior.
Personnel, personnel, personnel.
It refers to people who work for an organization, such as employees or staff members. Here's a sample sentence. The company's personnel department was responsible for hiring and training new employees. In this sentence, personnel refers to the people who work in an organization, as opposed to the organization itself. It can also refer specifically to the staff or employees of a particular department or office.
Perspective, perspective, perspective.
It's a way of looking at things that helps you understand them better by seeing how they fit into a bigger picture or context. Here's a sample sentence. From her perspective, the new policy was unfair and would have a negative impact on many families in the community. In this example, perspective refers to the point of view or viewpoint from which something is considered or evaluated.
Persuade, persuade, persuade.
To convince someone to do or believe something by using reasons, arguments, or emotions that make them agree with you. Here is a sample sentence. She tried to persuade her friend to go with her to the concert, but he was too tired and decided to stay home instead. In this example, persuade means to convince or influence someone to do something they might not have wanted to do otherwise.
Pertain, pertain, pertain.
This word means to be connected or related to something else, often in a specific way. Here is a sample sentence. The new policy will pertain to all employees who have been with the company for less than 2 years. In this example, pertain means to apply or relate to something. In this case, the policy applies to certain employees.
Pertinent, pertinent, pertinent.
This word means something that is relevant or connected to what's being talked about. It's something that makes sense or fits with the situation. Here is a sample sentence. The details about her previous work experience were pertinent to the job interview, as they demonstrated her relevant skills and qualifications. In this example, pertinent means relevant or applicable to the situation at hand. It suggests that the information being discussed has some significance or importance in relation to the topic or context.
Perturb, perturb, perturb.
This word means to make someone or something feel upset, worried, or disturbed. It's like causing a problem or making things uncomfortable for them. Here's a sample sentence. The sudden news of her resignation will perturb the entire team, who had grown accustomed to working with her. In this example, perturb means to disturb or upset someone's calm or stability.
Peruse, peruse, peruse.
This means to look at something carefully, often reading or examining it thoroughly. Here is a sample sentence. I spent hours perusing through the bookstore, browsing through shelves stacked with novels and magazines. In this example, perusing means to read or look at something carefully and thoroughly, often in a leisurely manner.
Pest, pest, pest.
It's something that bothers or annoys people, often because it's unwanted or causes trouble. Here's a sample sentence. The infestation of aphids on my garden was a real pest, and I had to call in an exterminator to get rid of them.